fans, what's going on, One Pride family? It's your boy King. Let's talk about Week 2 Lions versus Green Bay Packers Monday Night Football. Wow. So after going back and watching that game again, found a lot of things interesting. Number one, the Packers just couldn't really do anything well that game. As far as, Aaron Rodgers doing his annual come out against the Lions thing and getting things back on track, I don't think it's that easy this time around. Before the season, I told you guys that I thought the Packers were one of the teams that could become a dumpster fire, that they can implode. Obviously, just not together for some reason, even though they may put out these reports and how guys look at practice. Just they were horrible against the Saints. The Saints absolutely destroyed them 38-3. Jameis Winston barely had to do any type of passing, with only 100 plus something yards in passing and 5 touchdowns, which brings me to my next point and how the Lions could possibly make this a game where they could surprise some people and win. Yes, I did say that. Everything King just said that. And listen, here's my thing, man. We have a very tough schedule. Very tough schedule. There's no way around that. It's going to be some injuries. It's going to be some losses for us. We don't have that much depth. You look at all these things, but, like I said, that team, they got up for Dan Campbell in those last moments. And I'm hoping that can carry over and get these guys out to a faster start, because I feel like Jared Goff just needed to settle down. Felt like he was doing a lot of pressing. I also seen, Herman Moore and Lomas Brown's show. They were talking about the same thing. It just looked like he was pressing. He was doing those things, like me and There Goes Mobby. If you guys haven't seen the film sessions that me and him did, we went over a few film clips. I'll probably put it up here at the top or down in the description. You got to check those out, because the thing with Jared Goff is, confidence, confidence at time, but at the same time, it's those boneheaded plays, man. He gets too comfortable with the check down at times. So I want to see him come out and be a lot more comfortable this time around, go out and handle business early, try to get a jump, because you have an opportunity to really play well this game, because the Packers are going to give you up. They're going to give up some rushing yards. They're just not good against the rush, so. And like I said, the Saints absolutely were abusing them. And I think the Lions will do the same, because our offensive line, they can create holes. We just got done playing the 49ers, ladies and gentlemen. So, we can create holes. Our running backs can find those holes. So I think the Lions have a really good chance to control the clock. This will be a good game to measure and watch Dan Campbell as far as game management. I think if the Lions can control the clock and keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands as much as possible, because, our defense is not up to par. We don't have, the total talent that we need on defense. I don't know what we're going to get out of our pass rush, this week. So, they have to have that ball for the majority of the game. They got to be able to manage that clock. You got to run that football. Anthony Lynn loves to do that. So I expect the Lions to go ahead and do that. We don't need to go out here and try to go score for score with the Green Bay Packers, because Aaron Rodgers he's going to expose what we do not have on defense. You already know how he does. What other game on his schedule will he look at and say, oh, this is a game where I can get things going? It's always with the Detroit Lions. So, but like I said, just looking at it this time around, I just don't think it's going to be that easy, because this roster that they have over there right now just does not seem like it's in sync. Hopefully they are out of sync another game, since it's this early in the season. We're in week 2. It's Monday Night Football, so Aaron Rodgers is going to want to show out, but at the same time, Jared Goff is going to want to prove himself. So, and a lot of guys are trying to become that established guy on our offense. So we have firepower on our offense. Let's not get it twisted. We do have a receiving core, of a bunch of second and third option type of guys on other teams. But Those guys are hungry, man. Those guys are hungry. They want to prove themselves. Hey, go out there. I want to see you go out there and give me some type of pass attack, Anthony Lynn. I don't want to see 1,000 checkdowns this game. But like I said, those stats can be deceiving. A lot of people will watch that and say that Jared Goff had a game or a great game. But, without actually watching that game, you will not know about all the checkdowns that he was throwing. Not saying that just is, I'm not trying to be negative about it. What I'm trying to explain to you guys is that you cannot go a whole season of doing that, man. You got to be able to control the tempo of the game. You got to, run the football, but at the same time, you got to be a threat down the field at some point. We know he's not the most accurate when it comes to long ball. But at the same time, man, you got to take some shots. When we did go on the little tear that we did at the end of the game, his confidence was very high. And you've seen the leadership qualities. They always been there, with Jared Goff. It's just the questionable type of decision making at times, and letting his foot off the gas at times. I need him to develop that killer instinct, man. And, him not being able to do that in the past is the reason why, he ended up here in Detroit. Let's just be honest and be frank about it. It's a reason why he's here. So, like I said, Jared Goff, he still has some years left. But I want to see him start to work towards that. Like I said, this roster, we're in a rebuild right now. So obviously he can get some players to help grow himself at the same time. They can bring some talent in here and help him grow and take, those next steps. He has plenty of time to still develop things. So Jared Goff is not a terrible quarterback. He's not a terrible quarterback. He can win you a game. He can win you some games, man. But the thing is, in the biggest moments, you just want him to be that guy to take those opportunities, to take what the defense gives them. It's another thing I want to see from Anthony Lynn. I want to see you go out there with a game plan, and I want you to keep your foot on people's neck. If whatever is working, keep doing that. TJ Hawkinson was working, and then we went away from him. You know what I mean? The running game was working at one point. We went away from it. Then when we came back to it, it just wasn't working out that well. DeAndre Swift was getting hit behind the offensive line. It just didn't go well. So, like I said, you be consistent. Make them stop you. Make your opponent stop you. Because, like I said, this defense, they're going to give you some offense. It was open season on those guys. So, yeah. That is your roadmap for the Detroit Lions to beat the Packers, man. You got to beat them on the ground, and you got to be able to beat them as far as game management. You got to have that ball. You got to keep it away. You got to keep away from Aaron Rodgers because, like I said, if it's anything that's not intact, he's going to abuse it. So we're talking about an NFL great quarterback here. So, but on the flip side, we just got to take our advantages and do what we got to do. A few topics I want to talk about on top of that. The offensive line coach made it clear that, Penei Sewell will be going right back to right tackle as of right now. So when Taylor Decker does return, they're going to switch. And he said, it's not even really a question about it, to be honest. So he will be going to right tackle. That's one question answered for now. There's a reason why I keep saying for now. Things change all the time. So I need to see more games. Me personally, that was only one game. I need to see more games before I can say, okay, now you have to do it. So we'll see what happened with that situation. Kenny Galladay did not have fun with his quarterback. Yeah, he was pissed at Jones, man, and he let him have it on the sideline, and it's been all over Twitter, as y'all can see. So, yeah, Kenny Galladay, did drop a couple of opportunities that he had, to be honest. But, yeah, you ain't got Matthew Stafford just slinging the ball to you like you used to, So it's a little bit different, with that young quarterback. So he's going to have to, fussing at your quarterback like that is not what you need to be doing right now. You need to be, I know you want to get your point across, but it's just not the way to go. It's just not, man, because that man got to give you the ball. So it's just not the way to go. So, Yeah, that was interesting. Another thing, Jamal Williams, man, his comments about the Packers, man, being the ex-girlfriend, and
y'all act like I left on my own. Golly, I didn't do it. Shoot, if I could have stayed, I could have stayed. If I can't, they didn't want me like that ex-girlfriend. Shoot, I gotta go. But glad I got a rebound. It was the Lions. They picked me up. You know what I mean? Now they feeding me good, taking me to dinners. You know what I mean? Another man's trash is another man's treasure. So, but I'm just having fun, man. It's part of life. You're gonna have those type of rejections. You're gonna get turned down. You're gonna get, people ain't gonna want you. But when you get your shot and opportunity again from somebody who will give you your shot, you just gotta take that opportunity, be grateful for it, and make it count.
The Lions being a new girlfriend, that's, taking him on better dates and, things like that. Kind of got to expect that, but I love Jamal Williams. His interviews, man, he's hilarious, man. He's a absolute warrior, and I can't wait to see him back in that backfield because I felt like he was definitely doing this thing against the 49ers. That's why I want to see them go out and run that football and give him a good ground pound game. Because he was finding those holes and he was getting loose, man. He was getting loose. So I'm looking forward to that, man. But Jamal Williams he's a treasure, man. He's a treasure. He's a funny dude, man. So, yeah. And like I said, y'all got to check out those clips on Mobby's channels, man. Another thing I want y'all to check out also is this app right here. This app right here. I ran across it. They just came out with it. Herman Moore, man, and you got Dose of Dion and Mr. Banks and all the stars and studs, man. That's on this app for content creators and the biggest fans. This is an app where you can have an opportunity to have all of that in one place. So you guys need to go and download it. All of your favorite YouTubers, all of your favorite guys from Twitter personalities, all of the favorite fans that from going to the games, from Mr. Banks to Lions Mane to, what I'm saying, everybody's there and they're waiting for you guys, man. So you guys go and download this app. It is a very nice app and we can post our content to it. But at the same time, you get content from Herman Moore himself and from him and Lomas's their channel and some of his thoughts and opinions, and it's just great. They have separate groups in there. It's nice. It's a nice app. You guys definitely need to go check that out, man. And like I said, man, let's get ready for Monday Night Football. It's gonna suck Sunday, but it's Monday Night Football. A lot of people got to go to work that day. It's just the odd day, man. But it's history. So it's nothing like Monday Night Football, right? But it is what it is, man. Shout out to all the guys that's out there doing it, man. Dose of Dion. Like I said, man, it's been a thrill. It's been an absolute thrill. To be a Lions fan this year, man, to go out there and be at camp with some of those guys and enjoy that time. Even though we are in a rebuild, what keeps me going personally, obviously, is knowing that we're doing this rebuild correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for that. I'm for the patience. As y'all can see, our brother team here with the Detroit Pistons just did the same thing. So I'm looking for that same type of thing from Brad Holmes. I hope that, him having a relationship with Troy Weaver, I hope that, it rubs off on him because, like I said, I'm pleased with the process so far. We're just starting out. We're just at the beginning of this process. And let's see what we get, man. We got to go out and get some more talent. We got some pieces to add. We got some work to do. So we'll see what we get this season. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got. It's 13 minutes. I don't want to be talking too long to y'all. Lions week 1. My prediction for the game. Whew. I went on Twitter and I said that the Lions was going to win. I got to stick with that, man. I know some of y'all looking at me like, King, you are absolute crazy. But listen, man, this is my team. I'm being optimistic right now. My Lions are going to go out and win 31-24. That's what I'm going to give you. 31-24. Lions gonna go out there and put up some points. They're gonna put up some points. They're gonna run that ball. They're gonna keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands as much as they can. But that's the score I'm gonna give y'all. It's not gonna be a low scoring game, so that's just not gonna happen. We showed the ability that we can put up points. So 31-24 is what I'm giving you. I know Mobby's probably laughing at the screen anyway. Shout out to 313 Hitman, Man Beast, man. Let's talk Lions. All the guys that's out there doing this Lions thing, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Y'all keep rocking, man. And I'll see you guys Monday night. Peace.